The only way to introduce this man, this Hall of Famer, is, wait a minute, I think I got this right. Who does he think he is? He does. Pete Weber on the Rich Eisen Show. What's up, Pete Weber?
Not a whole lot, Rich. I've been listening. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed every minute of it.
How about that? Did you hear Stephon Diggs in our Super Bowl show say that when he called himself him virally, that he was really inspired by your statement and question and answer, Pete Weber?
Well, yeah, I heard it. I was kind of confused, too. I was like, what was that? And then when he said the bowler, Pete Weber, I was like, oh, I know what he meant now. But, it's kind of flattering. It's still going on 11 years later.
I mean, so walk me through what happened 11 years ago Sunday, Pete. Walk me through that, please.
Well, I was bowling Michael Fagan for the title. Mm-hmm. And there was a couple of kids in the stands to my left that were Michael Fagan fans,
mm-hmm.
And they kind of rooted a little too loud for me, against me, mm-hmm. just loud enough for me to hear.
Was it curse words? Were they cursing at you, Pete? Is that what it was?
No, they weren't cursing at me. They were just rooting out loud against me.
Okay.
So, I said something then, and after I struck to win, it was like, who do you think you are? This is what I meant to say. Who do you think you are in my house? This is my tournament.
Yeah.
And with my adrenaline going, it just came out, who do you think you are? I am. And actually became a famous quote. So, it's kind of cool.
When did it dawn on you? You said that, and then caused you to say, "What the hell was I talking about, Pete?" When did that happen for you?
Pretty much right after I said it. I was standing there, it's like, "What was that?" But like I said, with adrenaline flowing, it
sure.
it just came out that way.
And so, if I'm not mistaken, Pete, on that day 11 years ago. By the way, TJ Jefferson, one of my colleagues here on the show, diehard wrestling fan. TJ, did you know this man would play Triple H's theme song during his...
I did not know that.
Is that correct, Pete? Is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
It's time to play the game.
Pro-ams and introductions, Triple H's theme song was on.
Mm-hmm. And if I'm not mistaken, you made some hand gestures in that respect as well, Pete, correct?
Well, I did the DX chop.
Break it down.
Yeah, it brought excitement to the game, and people enjoyed it. Some people did, some people didn't, but they watched anyway.
Mm-hmm. So. Yes, they did. Did you ever hear from Triple H? You ever hear from him?
No, I haven't.
Well, we got to put this together,
right?
Pete. Don't you think? Don't we have to do this?
I think so.
Put it together.
I'm a diehard WWE fan. I faithfully watch Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. Every pay-per-view that's on, I get and watch, whether it's at home or on the road. It doesn't matter.
Bowling Hall of Famer Pete Weber here on the Rich Eisen Show a day after his 11-year anniversary of a phrase that rolls on. And even if I'm not mistaken, Patrick Mahomes, after making the Super Bowl this year, beating the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC Championship game, he tweeted out basically your video as his statement to make the Super Bowl this year. Pete, did I see that?
Yes, you did. In fact, not to brag any, but
Please.
That was probably the first thing he did was put that on his Twitter. And to me, that's a big honor for the younger generation of sports figures to actually know that saying and use it in their Twitter. Mm-hmm. That what an honor that was. I mean, I responded to it and I tried to reach out to him. I haven't heard back from him, but I'm a diehard Kansas City fan too.
And so, I was about to ask you because you're from St. Louis, right, Pete? I mean, so.
Yeah.
Does that make you now a Chiefs fan with the Rams having moved out of town, Pete?
As soon as the Rams moved, I became a Chiefs fan and haven't stopped being a Chiefs fan since.
And so to see Mahomes do that, it's kind of amazing. I think it gets a new life every passing day, Pete. It really does. Your phrase.
Every once in a while, it just pops up out of nowhere. Then, even at WrestleMania last year in 2022, the announcer said, "Who do you think you are?" "I am." Made the 7-10 split. So that was kind of cool too.
Did you ever?
It just pops up.
Doesn't it? Did you ever see the movie Kingpin, Pete? You ever see that movie?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
What'd you think of it?
It's a comedy. It really doesn't do justice for bowling.
No, I know that.
It's a good comedy movie, yeah.
Okay, but you never heard of anybody who lost their arm inside the ball retriever, right, Pete? You never heard of that? Any Munson?
No. No, lost their hand. No, I haven't heard of that. There's a big sign right there. Do not stick your hand in it.
When was the last time you bowled 300? When was the last time that happened?
Oh, man. Well, it hasn't been this year yet.
Okay.
I might have to say maybe last August, maybe.
Okay. Wow. When was the first time?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Do you remember the first time you rolled 300, Pete?
I was 12 years old, bowling in my dad's bowling center on a Sunday morning adult junior league. I was bowling with my Saturday coach, and I shot 300, and he shot 279 the same game. So, yes, I do remember.
Did you say something to him then too, as a 12-year-old, or when? did you? Was that when similar phraseology was born? Did you to your coach?
Yeah, I was like, oh man, if he would have struck out, shot 300, we could have shot 600. What was going on? And probably used a few different words, but it was like, why didn't you strike out? But I let him know about it.
Well, I mean, and obviously we're talking right now to Pete Weber, the 11-year anniversary of the 2012 U.S. Open victory. Who do you think you are? I am. What happened in 1991 where the trophy broke on you, Pete? What happened there?
Well, anybody that knows bowling, they probably know Nelson Burton Jr. Moved the trophy for the camera. And it was double stick tape, and he didn't put it back on the double stick tape very well. So when Chief Wapinski handed me the trophy, I actually asked him. I said, "Is this solid on there?" He said, "Oh yeah, it's screwed and bolted down." So I didn't think anything about holding it above my head. And then as soon as I held it above my head, that went. So, it was the eagle has landed. Another famous Pete Weber moment. Made every show's Hall of Shame. So it hasn't been like I haven't done some good stuff.
No. I know that, Pete. I know that. Trust me. I mean, you're a Hall of Famer for a reason, and part of the reason, again, you did bring attention, and you brought good attention, and it was a lot of fun to see that video yesterday, and it went viral again. And I just figured, you know what? Let me get Pete on the show and actually find out the story behind it and let you know about Stephon Diggs. I mean, honestly, one of the most viral moments in the NFL this season is an homage to that. So I just figured I'd get you on the phone and have a chit chat.
Well, thank you very much. It was I didn't even realize it was 11 years yesterday until somebody told me.
Well, it went.
I was bowling a tournament, and somebody walked by and said, "Happy 11th anniversary." I went, "For what?" And they said, "Who do you think you are? I am." Quote. It was like, "Oh, all right. Well, thank you."
Pete, thank you for calling in. Let's do this every year. Happy to do it if you're up for it.
Thank you very much.
Right back
I would love to.
That's a lot of fun. That's Pete Weber, Hall of Famer, not just as a bowler, but just a viral superstar.
Phenomenon.
Right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Who do you think you are? I am. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.